Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Broncos will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Alabama's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Alabama pushing the tempo. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive in for the pick. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
I hate to be Captain Obvious, but it's pretty obvious that it's raining. And you just don't know how a quarterback is going to always respond, and hand size and how they throw in the rain. An opening drive, a chance to come out and get some momentum, and he makes a critical mistake. And you talk about giving momentum away. Let's see how this offense now comes out and responds the next possession.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Handoff to the single back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Goes to the option. Touchdown Broncos! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll do it himself. First down and more. to move the chains.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes...
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
7, Alabama, 0.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Broncos send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got an open man. He's loose. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, after that last electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Parker.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Finds his man. It's Parker. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. First play of the period, first down here. The give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking to throw for it. It's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catches, big fella.
Rides to back and leads it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Parker. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in, it's Sticky. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Punt is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man down the middle. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It'll be a draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Red pass hits complete. Makes one man miss. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Middle Tennessee. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. A linebacker able to make the stop in the short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. In the pass rush, they win up front.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
Turning it on! Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
To the ground with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Here we go, here we go. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And to get rid of it quickly. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Puts it out of the air. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside kick. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm.
Makes the grab on the big throw. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Now, a 4th down.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Grab behind the line. It's Cooper. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Broncos will call on their punt team. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Give to the back. Oh, got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Guys, this offense is already really down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss to the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Crimson Tide now has it on 2nd down as we open the final period. It's a draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Dickey. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Broncos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown time. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And they turn it into a defensive score. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over the Judicials. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Defense.
Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dickey. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Split-backs here. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Silva. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. It's a draw. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.